Hi everyone, this is Blanca from Pretty Little Parties underscore on Instagram, and recently I made a reel showing how I made a shaker pennant with my 5K as a celebration. So I'm here to show you exactly how I made that here on Cricut Design Space. This is a very easy project. You can just follow along. So let's start off by getting our pennant. You can use any type of pennant with the steps that I'm going to show you, but if you're wanting the exact one, you'll go to Images on your left hand side, go to the search bar, and I'm going to provide that pennant number if you want that exact one. You'll have to use the hashtag, so make sure you use that. Hashtag M29A3F87C. Click on search. Okay, this is the pennant that I used. Add to canvas at the bottom right hand corner. Okay, and we're going to ungroup here at the right top corner. Click on group image, and now we can separate everything. I'm going to get rid of most of this, so the top layer and the middle layer, and I'm just going to work with this. So if you can see, it has two tiny little holes. To get rid of those, we're going to go to the bottom right corner and click on the contour tool and click on those two round circles. That's going to patch those holes. Click on X. Okay, now we have our pennant back layer. We need two more of these layers, or actually to create the border, let's start with that. To create the border, we're going to have to offset this image. So at the top toolbar, click on offset. Okay, and let's make it a little bigger so then you can use the double-sided foam tape. So here it says 0.25. Let's try 0.30. And click on the pointy corner here. Instead of the round, we're going to use the pointy corner. And then apply. Okay. Now we have an area where we can add our double-sided foam tape. You can also make that bigger by making it 0.35, 0.4, but I'm going to use the 0.3. Okay, so now we have two layers, if you can see over here, 1, 2. We're going to group this and we're going to slice. This is going to cut our top layer that's red into the block, and it's going to create the border. So on the bottom right, click on slice. Okay, so I'm going to separate this so you can see. And this is what we want. This is our border. Okay, so let's delete both of those. I'm going to change the color to indicate that that's my top border layer. And I'm going to make a double of this. So click on duplicate at the top right hand side. And we're going to fill in that circle. Not that circle, the hole. We're going to go to contour again at the bottom right. And let's hide all. Click the X. Okay, now it filled it in. This will be our back layer, and let's create our top layer by duplicating it. And I'm going to make that pink to indicate that that's my top layer. Okay, so let's bring that to the front here on Arrange, Send to Front. Highlight both of them and move them or stack them all. highlight all of them, and then we're going to align and center. Okay, so now we need our acetate sheet, and the acetate sheet has to be the same size as our back layer. So you can click on either the pink or yellow, and again duplicate and change the color. I'm just going to use a gray. Okay, so if you want to see all of this, let's see. Well, let's change everything to a size 5 in width. That's what I used, but you can make it as big or as small as you want. I'm going to layer everything, highlight all of it, click center. This is going to light every single layer, and then I'm going to click on width and make it 5 inches wide. Okay, now everything is 5 inches wide, and I'm just going to separate so you see all of the layers. This is the top border layer, our acetate, our pink layer, and our back gold layer. Okay, now if you want to add the light, the balloon light, then you'll have to make the center holes for them. If you do not want to add the lights, then you can bypass this step and cut everything out. But if you do, go ahead and click on shapes here at the left hand side, and we're going to click on the circle. Okay, and we need 2 of these circles. One of them is going to be for the pink top layer, and the other one's going to be for the back layer. For the top pink one, we want to resize that to 0.4 inches, and for the back layer, we want to resize that 0.5 inches. Okay, let's move to the side here so you can see better. Okay, so the top pink layer, we're going to bring that circle to the top of it. We're going to highlight both the pink and the circle, and then we're going to center that circle. So go to align at the top bar, click center, and then we're going to slice. This is going to cut that circle out. Okay, now we can move or delete that tiny little circle. Excuse me. And we'll have to move this one. Okay, so we can do that too. And now we have a little cutout for our light. Same to the back layer. We're going to do the same thing. Move that circle to the front, highlight both, click on align and center, then slice. Okay, we can delete both of these circles, delete, and now we have room for our lights. And you can see that they're aligned. If you click on both of them, align, center, it is perfectly aligned. So that is how you create those layers. Now we can decide what we want to put in the middle. For the one that I did on my Instagram, it's a 5K. I was celebrating my 5K followers. But for this video, we can add anything really. You can add an image or a shape. I'm just going to choose a heart. Okay. So the heart's going to go in the middle here, and I'm going to make it a little bigger. Let's do 2.5 inches. And I'm gonna layer this heart. So if you want to create more layers, all you have to do is go to offset. Let's move this heart over here so you can see. Okay, so once it's highlighted, click on offset, and let's change the inches to 0.2 and apply. If you want a third layer, you can do that again. Click on offset by making sure you're highlighting the back big layer. Offset, and again 0.2, it's already there. Apply. Okay, now you have 3 layers, and then you decide what colors you're going to cut them in. The top layer, I'm going to do a glitter gold. The middle layer, I'm going to do a pink. And the back layer, I'm going to do a matte gold. Okay, now you can layer them up. Highlight, align, and center, and group. Okay, let's scroll to the top, and that's it. You will just need to cut it with your Cricut. If you have a Cricut Explorer Air 2, this would be probably the best way to do it. And use the double-sided foam tapes. If you have a Cricut Maker, you have a choice of either using the double-sided foam tapes or cutting this top layer, actually duplicating it maybe a couple times, and cut a foam out of it, and then you can glue the foams up on top of each other. Just change the color so it goes on a different mat, another material mat. So if you have a Cricut Maker, you have ways to do this and cut foam out of it. If you don't have the Cricut Maker and just have the Cricut Explorer Air 2, you don't have to do that. You can just use the double-sided foam tapes. So if you want to see everything up on top of each other, let's see, same to the back, send that to the back, highlight everything, center, highlight everything, and center. That's it, guys, and have fun cutting it, and let me know if you want another video on how I assembled everything. Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe. Thank you. Bye.